Hey Peaches, welcome to my channel, Mss Peach. Bienvenue à tout le monde sur channel Mwen, qui est les Mss Peach. Now, on va prendre la vie de Mss Peach et Zay. Being a mom, a new mom I should say, being a new mom, what it means to me, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire pour moi, tout ça arrivé qui fait moi arriver faire channel ça. So on December 23rd, 2018, I found out that I took my first test and it was positive, and I did not want to believe it that it was positive. So I just said to myself that it wasn't positive. I just moved on. But then I started feeling a little bit sick after I had mistakenly had a alcoholic drink. I'm like, okay. So I took two other pregnancy tests, and I still did not believe it until I told my cousin to take one, and hers was negative. I'm like, okay, I guess it's true. So in January, when I had to confirm, after I've confirmed it, the heartbeat, everything just started going downhill. I started feeling morning sickness, like it was nothing. I couldn't hold nothing down, back pain. And then there's this thing called mummy brain. I don't think if anybody had experienced it. I don't know if anybody have experienced it before, but what the heck is that? Like, seriously, I couldn't remember anything. I was in grad school. Ma étudié pour master Mwen for forensic medicine, and I couldn't retain anything. Tout ça m'étudier, m'bagage manger yo. M'gen examen, mal en classe, ma pré-examen, m'rete m'a gade bagage comme ça. What the heck is this? So I had to made a decision of taking a leave of absence because before it would get worse, and that decision really took a big toll on me, because if I did stayed, I would have been done this year. But like, I'm glad I took that time off because I really did need it. But during that time, I really couldn't like cleanse it very much. I didn't really see it in the very beginning, and then it made me very depressed. I ran away. I ran away from my job, went away from my house, and I went to Florida. And I'm so glad that I did, because it really did help me. It helped me with the morning sickness. Not once when I was down there I had any morning sickness, and it helped a lot, tremendously. And in July 2018, July 4th, 5th, it was midnight-ish, my car got totaled. A drunk driver decided to hit my car while I was parked outside. A very pregnant woman, high on hormones, by the way. I was so mad. But you know, the Christian in me, you have to see the brighter side of everything. So during that time, I was like outside with my big belly, like, what the hell? Why would you do this? It was a hot mess. So it's just like, looking back at it, I'm like, thank God it did happen. Because I made a major upgrade. I'm not getting a small car, I'm just gonna get a bigger car. So also with the hormones, for all the fathers, if your wife is pregnant and she's telling you the hormones are making her acting crazy, or you see her acting different, there's not much you can really say to make her feel better. It's by just being there, being obedient and submissive. I know you guys love when females are being submissive, but that's the time for you guys to be submissive too, and don't say much. Just be there and be supportive, because it's new to them. It's new to us women. We don't know what's going on. It's until we are deeply in the middle of it that we realize that what's going on, and we can't really back out of it, and we're like, what's going on? Why can't I control my own thoughts? It's just a flying out of you. You get moody. Everything irritates you. Somebody could smell good, but that's irritating you. Somebody could smell bad, irritating you. Somebody don't have any smell, you get irritated by it. Somebody just look at you, you get irritated. Anything could piss you off. It's really something you can't control. Really. So on August, that's when August 10th, I was doing August 14th, but baby decided to come early because I decided to take a walk outside and then did this dance marathon, because I'm like, this one, I'm tired. It was hot, humid. I'm like, I'm tired of you. You need to come out right now. So I did a whole dance marathon with my cousin in our room. We danced until I couldn't no more. And I went to sleep, woke up in the middle of the night, and boom. Called my boyfriend, baby's coming. Went to the hospital. When I was in the hospital, please tell me why I had to pee. He was only 4 centimeters. I had to pee. I went to the bathroom to pee. Nope, I had diarrhea. On top of it, I was throwing up. So this might get a little nasty. When I was sitting on the toilet, I had a trash can right in front of me. Doing both. So I was there for a good 30 minutes, to the point where the nurse kept checking up on me like, are you okay? Are you okay? You need to start walking. You need to start walking. I'm like, I can't. I'm okay, but I can't move because of what I'm doing. So I decided to take a walk. Again, on the hospital, in the middle of my walk, I had to run back to the toilet for another 15 minutes, and they took me out of the bathroom and said like, you gotta we gotta check you again. I didn't want to take the epidural, but after 6 centimeters, oh God, hell to the no. They were like 5 minutes apart, but to me they felt like they were 2 seconds apart. Because when I'm in pain, I don't cry, I don't scream the whole I don't do none of that. I just like and I start holding my breath. I just stopped breathing, and they were like, you have to breathe. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. So I had to find a new technique. So I just crunch on my teeth and like and just pushing the pain out of my teeth. Basically, I'm distracting my brain from thinking that the pain is only in my abdomen and my back, to thinking that there's another pain going on in my teeth, you know. And I pinch myself. So that helped by tricking my brain. I'm like, give me that goddamn epidural. When I got that epidural, it was about damn time. But that slowed down the process, because I was from 2 a.m. in the morning. I was in labor till 6 p.m. I was pushing for a good, was it 4 hours? 4 to 6 hours. I was just because it started at 12. So 4 to 6 hours, I should say. I was just pushing to the point where I almost got a C-section, because I was pushing for too long. When the baby came out, he had an elongated head. I'll put the name down in the subtitle. And I almost lost him because of that. I was pushing for too long. And when they told me I was about to get a C-section, something just took me, and I was exhausted. Something just went over me. I'm like, you know what, baby? You need to calm the hell out, because I did not carry you for 9 months, and for you to make me go under the knife. And after I was pushing for a good 4 to 6 hours for you to make me go under the knife, I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. I didn't yell. I just pushed. I just pushed, and then he came out, and when they put him on top of me, I don't know what the heck was going on, because I was high on drugs. Okay, I didn't know how to react. It was like, oh my god, look at my baby, but I couldn't really express it so much because I wanted to cry. Apparently, I shit on myself when I was pushing. And it was just too much. So after the baby was born, there's this thing called postpartum. I hope I'm saying it right. Postpartum depression, and I experienced it, but it wasn't major. And if anyone who is experiencing postpartum depression, I would advise you to talk to somebody. Talk to a friend or a stranger, because that's what I did. I talked to somebody that I've seen before, but I've never talked to her before, and I reached out to her when I saw that she was posting as late as me, and I just reached out to her, and then we just start clicking. We just start talking about babies and how annoying it is that we can't sleep. We up, and they, every time I lay my head down, he's up. Literally, he's up. And I felt like I was trapped in my own body because I was breastfeeding, and the baby, I was the only source of food for the baby. My milk around that time didn't come. I didn't have a lot of milk, and I couldn't really pump a lot. When I pumped, it was this was just little tiny, barely 2 ounces, and the baby can eat. So I felt like I was trapped in my own body. The first time that I left the baby alone, I felt so much relief. It's sad to say, but I felt so much relief, but I also felt sad to be away, but I was also so happy to be alone by myself around that time. Like, I was just so stressed out. And you also have those strong moms who like breastfeed. And I'm like, I don't have a lot of milk. Like, what do you want me to do? They're like, keep trying, try this, try that. I tried, but there was nothing. And I'm like, at some point I had to pick myself over the baby at that point because I was degrading. It wasn't good for my health. So I decided to put him on formula, even though I was introducing him to some, because when I leave him to go get something, there was no milk. He had to chug that formula. He loved it. He loved any food you give him. So thank God. So also to females, to mothers who are feeling ashamed that they don't have enough milk to breastfeed their kids, I would advise you not to feel any type of shame, because if you give your baby the first colostrum milk, that thick milk, it's not clear, it's very thick look like kòmansman, that one, you give your baby that one, you're good. It has everything it needs. It has that strong milk that it needs to build his immune or her immune system. So don't feel ashamed, because every time you go on those media, it has all this saying, if you don't feed your baby, if you don't breastfeed your baby will gonna be stupid. It will not be as smart as the other kids. It'll be this, it'll be that. That's not really true. Matter of fact, that's not true. There's no way they can prove that. A baby IQ does not determine based on breast milk or formula. So thank God I decided to do both until my milk completely stopped. I was breastfeeding and formula until my milk completely stopped, because it was the best for the both of us. And postpartum depression, I didn't hit my baby, because there's different type of postpartum depression. My depression came from that part where I felt like I was trapped in my body because I couldn't really do much. I was around the baby 24/7 because I was the sole primary feeding machine. You know what I mean? Feeding machine to feed the baby. And it just didn't feel right. So when he was crying, I was tired and I'm like, oh my God, there you go again. So I read that if you just put the baby down, take a deep breath, do what you need to do, you'll feel better. And that's what I did. I put him down, took a deep breath, let him cry for a few minutes, and I feel refreshed. I feel better after that. So I hope this helps someone. I hope this me open up, because I don't open up to nothing. I don't open up to people. I am a very conservative person. I rather listen than talk. That's who I am. But I feel like I've been quiet for too long. I feel like I should point this out, especially, well, it's every culture that's different, and everybody I've talked to, they all feel the same way. Like, you don't, like, you want to scream, you want to shout, you want to talk to somebody, but you don't know who you talk to. And there's all these scammers out there. You really don't know who to talk to. So if anybody, you want to talk to me, you want to talk to somebody, just talk to them. Reach out to them, because little do you know, we all went through it. We all going through it, because they say it gets better. It gets better in a sense, but in a certain aspect, it doesn't really get better. It just, some things get better and some things just like declining. But don't let people shame talk you or make you feel down or make you feel like you're less parent than them, because honey, you know your kid better than they do. Okay, don't let them do that to you. If they did that, that's good for them, but you know your child better than they know your child. So you start learning about your baby since they were in the womb. So don't let them shame talk you. And also, I want to also point out that to all the fathers that's out there, mothers, remember that the father is also learning about the baby. Give them their space and their time to get to know the baby their own way. Don't be super overprotective. That's how I was. Don't be super overprotective. Give them room to. Okay? And also, the same way it's new to you, it's new to them too. And they may not be experiencing exactly what you went through, but they are experiencing something themselves too. And yes, we went through the whole emotional cycle, body stretch. Theirs didn't, but don't worry. And I also wanted to point out that my baby Zay, he is half Haitian and half Malian, and I'm Christian, and his dad is Muslim. I have a story to tell.